Have a seat on your chair. Here's your quick reminders. Feet are flat on the floor and your toes are pointing straight ahead. I do wear my socks when I do the class. You're more than welcome to have your shoes on. Personal preference, I'm in the house, that's carpeting, so no shoes for me. Now, feet flat, knees are going forward too. So if your knees like to collapse in, see if we can keep them following your toes for the class. Arms drop down by the side, shoulder roll. I like to start with the shoulder rolls. Get your shoulders up, back and down. Check on your posture, sit up tall. One more time, take a few inhales, reach up, take a big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. We'll do that 2 more times. Let's get some air breathing right here. Big breath. Blow it out. Take it one more time. Big inhale. Up. Blow it out. Exhale. Sweep the right arm up. Side stretch. Feel the length down the right side. Nice stretch down the side. Right arm comes down. Left arm goes up. Same thing. Lengthen. Let's do this one more time each side. Big reach up, side stretch down the right side, switch sides, arm goes up. Let's take both our arms up right here. Clasp your hands, flip your palms towards the ceiling, get a little more length, reach. Release your hands, take your palms to the front, slide them down. Flex through your wrist, slide all the way down. Take an inhale, flip, bring it all the way up. Exhale, flip and bring it down. Now this is for your wrist, your forearms, and a good chance connecting with your breath. Bring it up. Slide it down. One more time, we'll take it up and down. Here's your down. Now let's take our arms up one more time. Point your fingertips up. Take a twist to the right. You can bring your arms down. Gentle twist to the right. Fingertips reach up. Here's your twist to the left. Fingertips go up, hands come behind your head, elbows open up, little posture check. As you exhale, squeeze your elbows to the front. Now our chin stays level to the ground. Our head isn't moving, just our shoulders. There's the open to the side and the squeeze together. We'll do one more here. Finish this one. Keep your elbows open. Let's add a little twist. Upper back twist. That's what we're working on. That doesn't have to be a big twist. We just want to feel a little stretch in our upper back chest area. Let's do one more on each side. Face the front. Fingertips come to your shoulders, elbow circles. Here comes that shoulder mobility. We're taking our arms up and around, keeping the movement through your shoulders. Switch directions. Take your elbows around in the opposite direction. Finish this one. Open your arms up to the side. Lift your chest. Take a big inhale. Hug a big ball. Open between your shoulder blades. Here's the inhale. Your chest opens up. Here's your exhale, you open between your shoulder blades. It's an inhale, chest lift. It's an exhale, hug the ball. Here's your inhale. Here's your exhale. Let's bring our hands right down to your lap, cow cat. Now this is movement for your spine. We're going right into back movement. We're still connecting with your breath, but I want you to focus on moving through the spine, each vertebrae one at a time. That means we have to focus a little more to open between your shoulder blades, mid back, low back. Inhale as you bring it up. Exhale, release and bring it down. Now we're going to sit up tall right here. You're going to want to make sure you're far enough forward on your chair. Lift a leg, ankle circles. Around in one direction. Change directions. There is the mobility for your ankle, great for our circulation all the way down to our toes. Bring the foot down, switch sides. Foot comes up, you add your ankle circles. change directions. Foot goes down. Right leg comes up. Now you might like to lift it a little bit. That might feel good. I'm going to bring mine up a little higher. Add the squeeze. Foot goes down. Here comes the other side. Hug, squeeze. We'll do this a few times. How big you make the movement is really up to you. How do your hips feel? Where do you need the stretch most? That's where you take it. We'll do one more on each side. When you finish this one, it is our hip circles. Circle your leg out, we slide it in. It's a circle out and a slide in. Switch sides, we'll alternate each time. Circle and slide. Circle out, slide in. Circle out, slide in. It's a circle and slide. Circle, slide. Let's do one more in like this. Then we switch it, we slide out, circle in. It's a slide and a circle. A little different movement. Now you might notice hips, each side might be a little bit different. That's okay. You might make some bigger, some smaller. It's whatever feels best for you. We finish this one. Our feet are going out a little wider. Your hands are going to stay on your lap and add upper body circles. Again, maybe you like to make this circle really big. And maybe you make some big ones and some small ones. We do want to think length though. Keep the spine long. Switch directions, take your circles in the opposite direction, and keep in mind, this should feel good. I say that because I want you to really, if there's ever any pain or discomfort, and that goes for any of the movements, change it up, switch it up. We shouldn't feel any pain. Here comes our last one. I am adding a little bit of a forward fold. You're going to take yourself forward. Hands are still on your lap. You drop the right shoulder. Upper back stretch. Bring yourself to the center and drop the left. There's your upper back twist. Center. We'll do this one more time on each side. This is really, this stretch is about mobility for your upper back. Often when we age, we start losing that movement in your upper back area. That's what we're working on. Bring yourself back to center. Take a little forward fold. If you want to go a little deeper, go for it. I don't like to drop my head too low, but you might. I did bring myself down to my forearms. Bring yourself all the way up. I'm adding a little extra stretch here. You're dropping the right arm. You're sweeping it around. This is a chance to stretch the right side of your body. I am going to slide the left leg out. So this is going to be a little bit more leg, thigh, get this stretch where it works. Now check it out. Today we're going to sweep this right arm back and then take a little stretch here to the front. Bring yourself all the way up, and we're going to take this over to the other side. The leg can slide in. You're on your forearms. Drop the left arm, sweep it around. First, we're going to focus on getting the side of the upper body. Then we're going to focus on how is the stretch for your leg. Now, once we have this, we sweep back. This is going to change the stretch. A couple different areas here. Then you bring yourself up, you slide your feet in, and we're gonna add fingers and toes. You're gonna lift your toes, stretch your fingers, make a fist, lift your heels, stretch your fingers, lift your toes, make a fist, lift your heels, fingers and toes, fist and heels. One more time, fingers and toes, fist and heels. Feet stay down, add your wrist circles in one direction. Wrist circles in the other direction. Now drop your arms down by your side, shake them out. We're gonna add a little march. Now remember, your marching could be right here. Toes stay down, you lift just the heels. You might like to march, lifting your feet. The bigger you make it, the harder you're working. Arms are by your side. It is bicep curls. We're adding movement. Now this, when I do it at this point, is for mobility in your elbow joint. So I want you to move through your elbow joints. We're going to keep the march here and take our arms to the side, little side raise. And again, sit up tall. That means we're going to have to pull our belly button in a little bit as we do this. Next, we're going to take our arms overhead. You're going to push straight up. Getting some movement in different directions with our arms. We'll do one more. And you're going to drop your arms down, little change here. I'm going to have you march on one toe and the heel on the other. So now you have heel, toe, add your bicep curls. There's your curls as you do this. Now I want you to switch. You're going to march on the toe on the other foot and the heel. So there's that. Take your arms to the side. So we're doing some different movements with our feet, bringing in a little bit of coordination. And now we switch, toe on the other foot, heel, right? Now we switch it here. Here's your overhead press. Push straight up. Push straight up. And then we're going to change it one more time. You're going on the toe and the heel. You switch it out. This time I'm going to have you press your arms back. So just take your arms back right here. It's going to be a little press back, little press back. I'm going to have a couple more. We want to even it out right here. And you can go ahead and relax your arms, relax your legs. We're going to keep moving a little bit more for coordination. Out, out, in. It's your out, out, in. Once you have the legs going, we're going to take it, arms follow. Arms and legs together here. And you can always do just the arms or just the legs if you want. If you want more intensity, you take your arms up higher. That's always an option. Now I'm going to have you stop your feet right here, push it to the front. We're going to do a little toes up, push down, pull back. There's toes up, pull back. Toes up, push down. So I'm moving my ankles with my arms. The arms, we're working upper back right here. We keep sitting up tall. You have the little pull back, squeeze between your shoulder blades. Then we're moving through our ankles. You might be getting a good little stretch through your lower leg, and we're keeping mobility right here through your ankle joints. We finish this. Now we're going to do our out, out, in one more time, and we're going to start with the left leg. So if you start with the right last time, we're going to start with the left. Once you get the feet going, arms are going to follow. You're going to choose high or low with your arms, maybe someplace in the middle. Arms going higher, especially when they start going above our heart, will increase your heart rate. So keep in mind how high you want your heart rate to go. We'll take one more and then go ahead. Shake it out right here. Give yourself a little shake. Sip of water. We're going to get ready to stand. We're going to start with a chair squat. We're just going to do one. We'll hold it for a little bit, get our thighs turned on, and then go to some standing work. Chair squat first. Feet are flat. Again, take a little peek. Toes should be pointing straight ahead. Now I like my legs a little wider. You're going to push your feet down into the floor. I'm already pushing down. I'm wiggling my toes a little bit. That wiggle is so that you're pushing through the bottom of the foot, but not into your toes. When you push into your toes, you push into your knees. So when I wiggle my toes, I'm trying to keep it back. Firm thighs, firm glutes, engaged core. We're going to hold this for 15 more seconds. I'm going to have you hold and push down. I know we're going to work a little bit harder. Hold it here. You have 10 seconds to go. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. Here comes 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. Bring yourself all the way up, stand up tall. We're gonna stand next to our chair. I'm gonna have you start with marching right away. We're gonna get some movement here. Little marching. Here's your chance to march on your toes. Heels go up. There's your march on your toes. Now remember, these are always optional. If you have foot problems and marching on your toes doesn't work for you, you would skip it. Feet, heels are down. We are going to march on our heels. And this I like to add in, one, it challenges us too. I'm going to use my chair today. Squeeze and glute in. So sometimes we push our butt back. I want you to stand up nice and tall as you do this. And then just march it out. Here comes the march. Now I'm going to have you march. Just like we did sitting, you're on the toe of one and the heel of the other. There's your toe and heel. So I just want to bring in little variation here. And now you're going to march flat, both feet, because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Toe and heel, right? So feels a little different. And finish this one, go ahead. Bring yourself far enough behind your chair. It's your step touch side to side. So this is brought in. It works our balance. As we step side to side, we don't necessarily practice this on our own. But whenever we're walking and we have to step to the side or we have to step up and over something, right? It challenges our balance. So we want to work on that as we take it up and over, up and over. We're doing this one more time on each side. When you finish it, we're going to stay next to the chair. We're going to do our 3 march up and 3 back. So here we go. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3 and tap. 1, 2, 3 and tap. Now we're going to work on marching to the front, marching to the back. So we always think, here we go. You want to make sure everything's clear behind you as you do this. But we're working on walking backward. Let's do one more. We're going to practice our balance by taking our tightrope movement here. Finish that one. Set yourself up. When I say tightrope, that's heel in front of toe. Now today, you might want to keep your feet a little bit wider. I'm going to see if I can do it with my feet in one line. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm going to have my arms out to this side today as I stand up tall. Right here, check your weight. It is even front and back leg. Shin is level to the ground, so you're looking straight ahead. We twist to the right. Pause when you get there. That challenges our balance when you have the little twist. Bring it back to the front. You add a twist to the left. Hold it there. Check it out. See how your balance is doing here. Bring yourself back to the front. Fingertips are going to go up. Option is to add your heel lift. Heels would come up. You release it down. You shake it out. We have the other side to go because one side usually is completely different than the other. Remember, your chair is always there. It's always an option. You would stand up tall. Think of the chin being level. So we usually like to drop our chin down and look down. But can we work on looking forward? Here's that twist to the left. How is that working today as you twist to one side? Now you take the twist to the other side. Check out how it's working today. Bring yourself to the front. I definitely have more stability on one side than the other today. Fingertips go up. Chair is there if you want it. Will your heels come up? Can you get them up and hold it here? There's your little hold, hold, hold. Let your arms come down, heels come down, hip circles. Take your hip circles around in one direction. Nice release for your low back. Again, another great mobility movement for our hips. Take it around in the other direction. Once you finish this, we are going to meet behind our chair. I want to take in some side lunges. We're going to work on a little stretching, strengthening. Feet, take them about whatever distance works for you. It's a little bend, and then you bring it up. Now, I want you to think more on pushing your hips back. So think your butt goes back versus the bend at the knee. I want you to think more of the movement through your hips. That way you can get the mobility through your hips, little safer for your knees because you're thinking more of pushing your hips back. So it's not about getting super deep on the side, even though you're probably still getting a nice stretch in the inner thigh as you take it side to side. It's strengthening the side that we're bending on. We'll do one more on each side. Now, once you finish this, we're going to do some plies right here. That's when our toes are going to still stay out. Strengthening for our lower body. Chest is lifted, chin is level. There's the slide down. Big or small. Now, this move often depends how low you go, will depend on your ball and socket in your hip joint. So if you feel like your range of motion is a little smaller, it could just well be the way that your body is made. We're still strengthening if you make the movement big or small. We're going to do 2 more. Now you're going to finish this next one. I'm going to give you a little stretch right here. That means you're going to stand up tall. Feet are going to face the front. Keep them wide though. You might need to walk your feet back a little. Push your hips back. And a little softness in your knees. If you like to lock your knees, sometimes we do. We just want to think a little soft bend. We would bring ourselves all the way up. Walk your feet in. We're going to do a double step touch to the right. That's 2 step touches to one side, 2 step touches to the other. I know I bring this in almost every class. It's just a great movement to work on your balance as you step across your feet. And we're going in a side-to-side movement, which is great for us to practice. One more time in each direction. Now we're going to do some knee lifts, so I'm going to be standing next to my chair. You're going to stand wherever it's comfortable for you. Here comes our balance, standing on one leg. Chair is here if you want it. We're doing a knee lift. So think stand up tall. Your toes might stay down. You might lift the leg a little bit, or you might lift it a little bit more. And we're going to hold it here. You have about 5 seconds to go holding the leg here. Set it down, and then we switch sides. Foot is grounding down. Stand up tall. Maybe you have the toes down. Maybe you lift a little. Maybe you lift a little bit more. Hold it. And then release it down. Now we're going to swing, do little leg swings right here. That's hip mobility. It's small. I just want you to get some flow through your hips. And now you switch, take it on the other side, a little swing of the legs. We're going to practice our balance, lifting our leg to the side. So now this time I'm going to stand behind my chair so that it's not in the way when I do the movement. Standing on my right foot, up nice and tall, just like we did before, toes down. Maybe you lift a little bit or a lot. I'm going to keep mine a little smaller today. And we're going to hold it for 5 more seconds. There's your balance. And then go ahead and release it. And now you take it to the other side. That means you find your balance on your foot. Toes can go out. Then when you're ready, you lift a little or a lot, and we hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Now, just like we did the leg, forward, back, little leg swing here, side to side. Loosen up. Soft, flowy swing side to side. Relax this side, take it to the other side. Here's your side to side flowing. Plant the feet down here, stretch, walk the feet away, push the hips away from you. There's a stretch down the back of the legs. Bring yourself up. Now I'm going to have you stretch your calf while we're here. Take your right foot towards the back of the chair. Left foot steps back. You press the heel down towards the floor and take a little peek and see if you have your heel behind your second and third toe. Often our heel likes to go out to the side a little bit. It just changes the stretch a little and helps you get right down the center of the gastrocnemius. That is your calf muscle. Bring it up, switch sides. Again, same idea. You're going to have to take a peek, and when I say that, I say it because I have to take a peek to see what my foot does back there. It does its own thing sometimes. I just take a look, see if it's lined up. And often I know, depending on how the stretch is, how aligned I am when it comes to the stretch. I'm going to have you bring it all the way up. Go ahead, shake it all out. Have a seat, take a sip of water. I want to make sure we get some work in with our hand weights today. Strength, and I really work more on upper body strength. It deteriorates as we age, so we are working to keep some of that upper body strength. Take one weight in each hand if you're choosing to use weights. If you're not using weights, that's perfectly fine. All the moves can be done without weights. You are going to slide far enough forward on your chair. We're starting with our rows. I like to do rows. They're great for our arms, but they're great for our back as well. Arms are down by your side. Now, we always want to keep our shoulder blades back and down. You add your lean forward. That means we have to pull our core in too. And start pulling your elbows back and up. Now, while we're here, are your feet flat and pointing straight ahead? And what about your legs? Are your knees going forward as well, or did they start collapsing in? We want to keep them forward. Now look towards the floor more than looking up at the screen. That is just better for your back, your neck is not as tight. There's your 2 to go right here. You're going to do one more, and now just the right arm comes in. I'm going to have you do one arm at a time. You lift just the right arm, you bring it down. Lift the right arm, bring it down. Stay on the right side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You're doing 2 more. One more time. Now, left arm only here. We're going to do, there are 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse fly. Open your arms up to the side. Little lift up between your shoulder blades. Bring it down. There's the lift and the lower. We bring it up. You slow it down. Only 3 more. Here's 3, 2, one more time. Now you're going to bring yourself all the way up. It's time for our bicep curls. You're going to curl up and bring it down. Here's your up and your down. Here's your chance. Feet flat, knees forward. Chin is level. So if we like to drop our chin down, here it is. It's your chance to double check. We're working on our posture, our core, And the weights are working our biceps. 2 more. And now it is right arm only here. There's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, left arm only here. There's your left arm. 3, 2. It is your side raises right here. Take your arms up to the side. Slowly bring them down. We lift to the side. You slowly bring them down. 4 of these. Here's 3, 2. Overhead press is next. Now we're going to take our arms and we're going to press overhead. Take it up and bring it down. There's your up and your down. Push. 4 more here. There's 4, 3, 2, right arm only. We have 4 of these. There's your right arm for 4, 3, 2, left arm only here. Here's your left arm, up. 2 more of these. And now your next move, front raise. We're only going to do 4 of these, so arms come down, lift your weights to the front, and then you bring them all the way down. We lift to the front, you control it on the way down. Great core work, so think of using your core to control the weight on the way down. We return to our rows here. Keep your arms by your side. As you lean forward, as you pull back. 4 more of these. There's your 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to add some tricep kickbacks right here. You can let the left arm, I'm going to put it on my thigh. Right arm comes out. This is your chance. You press back. This is specifically for your tricep. That is the back of the upper arm. We've done our biceps. I want to make sure we also get the back of the upper arm. So now you just press the arm straight back. Now my shoulder doesn't move, just the elbow joint. You have 1 more to go on this side. And now we switch, and it is your tricep kickback on the other side. Elbows up, there's your push and your bend. Press and bend. Press and bend. 3 more. There's 3, 2, relax your arms down, bring yourself up. Here's your hammer curl. The hammer curl means bicep curls, but palms facing in. Changes the bicep head that we're using. We have 2 bicep heads, bicep muscle groups, and there is your curl up. We're going to do 5 more. Here's 5, 4, 3. Our last strengthening move for our arms is going to be 1 arm to the front, 1 to the side. So think right arm goes to the front, left arm goes to the side. Front and side, switch. Now the other arm goes up. So now I just brought in some coordination. And yes, it's shoulder work, so we have to be really strong. And we have to really engage our core as you do this. We have 4. Here's 3, it's 2, and 1. And then you go ahead, bring the weights down, set them underneath your chair, take a sip of water. We have got to stretch everything out. Right here is your sip of water. We'll start by stretching our legs first. Right leg is going to slide out in front of you. Make sure you're far enough off your chair. This is your hamstring stretch. So sit up tall, add your lean forward. Feel free to add a little extra reach lower if you want to go. I prefer to keep my hands up higher, but you might choose to do the reach. That's perfectly fine. The idea is to start stretching the back of our leg, and that could be any place from the hamstring down to the heel. Drop the bottom of the foot down. That changes the stretch a little. Still hamstring, but I also gives you a chance to get the ankle, top of the foot if it's tight. Especially if you're a walker, it's a chance to stretch the shin a little bit. Bring yourself up. We have the other side to go. You're going to start with the foot out, toes up. Again, maybe you decide to reach down, take this stretch there. Like I said, I like to stay up a little higher. Little change where the bottom of the foot goes to the floor. I don't know if you can see my foot. So bottom of the foot is going towards the floor. Maybe it gets there, maybe it doesn't. And there's the stretch for the back of the leg. Now bring yourself all the way up. We're going to stretch out our quadriceps. That means we have to come to the side of our chair. You're going to sit up tall, slide the foot back, and maybe you slide it back a little bit. Maybe you slide it back a little bit more. Bring yourself. Now when we lift the arm up, the idea of the arm lift, it gives you a chance to stretch through the hip, the quadricep a little bit more. So squeeze the glute of this bottom leg and you'll get a deeper stretch. Relax the arm down, slide the leg in. We have the other side to go. You bring yourself over. You slide the leg back. Now I want you to think about getting up tall. So it's so easy to like lean over, but I want you to think tall. Fingertips go up, squeeze the glute, give yourself a really good stretch here. Relax the arm down, relax the leg down. Bring it up right here. Right leg is coming up. Give yourself a big hug. Knee comes up. I am crossing the leg here. If it is not a good idea for you to cross at your ankles or put your feet together. There is a cross of your legs, and we're going to add a gentle twist off to one side. And think of the chin, it stays level. I like to drop mine down so often, so the reminder is probably more for me, but we want to keep our chin level as you take your twist. Bring it back to the front. You're going to drop the right leg down. Here comes the left. Start with the hug wherever that is for you. We're crossing. Now, if crossing doesn't work, your feet are next to each other or you cross your ankles. There comes the cross as you sit up tall. Check your chin. Keep it level as you add your twist to the side. Bring yourself to the front. Open your legs up wide. We're going into a V so we can stretch a little bit more through our hips, a little bit more through our inner thighs. You're going to drop down, come into your forward fold. Maybe you want to go a little bit deeper right now. Where does it feel good? If you want to take it all the way down to the floor, go for it. It's not my thing, but I know it feels great for a lot of people. While we're here, I'm going to add a little bigger stretch. You can bring yourself halfway up. Take your right arm, just bring it down. Left arm, we're going to reach it up. Maybe it goes up a little bit, maybe it goes up a lot. We're just adding a little twist, open through your chest. Arm comes down, we have the other side to go. Left arm is down, right arm sweeps up. Little stretch here. I say little, this is probably a pretty big stretch. Arm comes down. You're gonna gently bring yourself up. Use your inhale, take your time, bring yourself all the way up. Feet are gonna come in, drop your arms, take that shoulder roll. There's your chance. Get your shoulders up, back, and down. Open your arms up to the side. Now there's your stretch for your chest. Give yourself a hug. This is to stretch the upper back, the back of the shoulders. Reach across. Drop your elbows down. Drop your chin down. Lift your chin, open your arms. Here comes the other side. The left arm goes underneath. Hug, elbow drops, chin drops. Lift your chin, open your arms. Here comes. The arm rotates behind you. So take it behind wherever that is. Sit up tall, left ear, left shoulder. Lift your head, relax the right arm. Left arm is coming behind. Once you have that, it is right here, right shoulder. Lift your head. Relax your arm. Now sweep both your arms up. Drop them right behind. Here's your tricep stretch. Elbow goes towards the ceiling. Fingertips go up. Left hand comes behind. Elbow goes towards the ceiling. Fingertips go up. Bring your arms down. Bring your palms right in front. Here's your wrist stretch. Push your palms together. Elbows up. That's a wrist stretch, forearm stretch, depending if you're tight or not. And then you switch it and you take the fingertips towards the floor. Same thing, but now it's more of your forearms, your wrists again. Now you can clasp your hands and take them around in one direction with your wrists. Take it around in the other. I do want to stretch our neck real quick. Hands can come right to your lap. Sit up tall, look over your right shoulder. Neck stretch here. Look to the front and now over your left shoulder. Look to the front, drop your chin to your chest. Lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Remember the string, it pulls it up, up, up. You look to the front, drop your arms, take your shoulder roll. Here comes your inhales. You take that big inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. We have two more. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. One more time. Here's your inhale and your exhale. And thank you all very much. Happy Tuesday. So good to be back on schedule.